What's up, y'all? It's Declan from Team Starlight, and we are back with another episode of Hop to the Top. Today, I really wanted to revisit the idea of the chain beat frogs that I brought to Jank Tank 10. I found it to be a lot of fun. I don't know if it's like very good necessarily, and if you're just bending over backwards to make cards like Accumulated Fortune work, but I wanted to explore that idea a little bit more and do exactly what Marcos was saying, which is try getting away from the continuous trap stuff. I think is actually pretty good and might still be the right direction for the deck, but move towards just more chainable traps like water art, discard traps, threatening roar, and play more standard, frog cards like we're still on the Caius, but I added Junk Synchron. And then the new card here as well is the Fires of Doomsday, which Marcos runs in his Chain Beat deck, but I think has equal value in a deck like this because obviously the tokens can not only be tributed for Caius, can be synchroed with Junk Synchron, but can also be tributed for Substitoad. So I think that Fires of Doomsday is always a card that I feel like is like almost good enough to run in frog decks, but isn't quite there. But maybe in a deck that's focused on resolving accumulated fortune, it might warrant the slot. So this is what we're rocking with today. For the side deck, we've got the Triple Breaker, which proved to be the best side deck card because it is a chain link for accumulated, and it's also just pretty solid into the like deck devy decks that you would otherwise not have many good monsters against. We got the Triple Crow, which is really good again for resolving accumulated and making chain links, flip flop, dark dust, and then a few other traps like bottomless, which might become relevant in the bird mirrors. I mean, not mirrors, matchups. And I didn't even really check this extra deck, to be honest. I feel like as long as we've got ample synchros, we probably have enough in there. So I just want to, I'm having fun with this series. I like cooking and I like frogs, and hopefully we can get a good game in here real quick. Let's go paper. I feel like people usually swap to scissors. Yep. Okay. Metagamed. Protosidra actually has a few wins under their belt, so probably a real duelist. And we are opening awkward as hell. Okay. Already this is not looking the best, so we'll just set the jar, pass the turn. We really need to get a Treeborn of sort in our hand ASAP to make the water art live, make these guys live. A swap would be the best, one of the best draws off the top here. Okay. Stand by. All right. Honestly, that's not even that bad, but it does give away what we're playing a little bit, which is unfortunate. We do have Brain Caius. He's probably going to take the Caius, leave us with Brain Junk. I'm trying to decide, like, what to play around here. If it's like a Raikou, it's like maybe I want to set the Threatening Roar and Accumulated, and I can resolve it via Chain Links, although that is kind of blowing the Threatening Roar for like almost nothing. But I mean, because he knows our hand, I think it's going to be worth it here to just try to draw out of our bricked hand. So we'll see. He's going to go Gold Sark. Yeah. Okay, so this is exactly what we were trying to do. Yeah, we're just gonna draw our 3. And he can't attack this turn. And we did finally draw the swap, which is what we wanted. What is he playing? He's playing dragons, and that's a pretty solid mill, if I do say so myself. Now, we are going to need to try to answer this in some way, shape, or form. And that's actually an interesting draw for our ability to be able to answer this. How can we deal? How can we deal? I think I see a play here that potentially could get around it, and it's always going to start with heavy because I'm going to need to make a play here. So I'm thinking I'm going to need to pitch special this use the effect to send another swap. And then we can go this guy to get our swap frog. And I actually am going to go into a junk warrior here. Junk warrior will be at 3,300, so we'll be able to get over both of these monsters. And then I'm going to be able to water art him, so this is pretty decent. And I am typically in the school of thought of just shotgunning the AoE, especially, I mean, he knows about it, so there's more of an argument to wait if they don't know about it. Cool, this is permanent. So we'll just go end phase and pass, and then in the draw phase, I am going to shotgun this. Okay, so he's got Avarice, Heavy, Debris, Sork. Avarice, Heavy, Debris, and Sork. Debris can't make anything that gets over this. Avarice isn't doing anything. Heavy's not doing anything. So we'll go for the Sork. So he just has Avarice, Heavy, and Debris. Debris can only make Iron Chain Dragon with what he has. He could go for Iron Chain Crash than Avarice. That's the only play I can think of at the moment that's active. Otherwise, he just has to pass and pray that I don't draw a way to kill him. Yep. Looks like he is going to go for this play. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Just going for defense. No crash. Okay, so standby. We will fire this to potentially draw a Caius or something. No, never lucky. I don't think there's a downside to bringing this back. And unfortunately, Iron Chain having this effect is kind of moderately annoying. I'm wondering if we wait one turn or not. Do we wait? Yeah, I think let's wait because we don't want to give him the ability to activate that. And we could set the Rye Break. I don't see the reason to set the Rye Break yet. We'll see if we get punished for waiting. I'm hoping we can draw like a Caius or some other monster that lets us just go for game if we brain control. Because if we brain control, we'll have 40 or 50. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is sort of more along the lines of what I wanted. I didn't want to just run it over and let him do this in main 1. Now he's having to do it in main 2, and let's see. Interesting. So 2 new back row. We are just going to run in here. Probably eat a battle trap. Wow, no? Okay. So I'm guessing maybe one of these is a bluff set heavy, but it's honestly fine if it is. We'll do something. We have a chainable jar. Okay. Unfortunate hit. That's heavy. It's not even a big deal. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it is the heavy. Getting a look at his deck, it seems like it's just kind of a like a DEI dragon type of thing. Also, wait, you should get Few, right? Wait, Few? Dude, I think don't you get it by now? I feel like it's been enough time. The time has more than passed. That's crazy that he drew charge and then melted light and dark, but the Few would have given him, presumably, if he wants a light dragon, that live anyways. So he goes for the future fusion here. I think this game's probably looking lost, unfortunately. We might be able to cheese a win with brain control, though, if he... But I don't really see how he's going to be able to... He's going to be able to bring out multiple dragons because he didn't even normal summon this turn. I mean, there's a chance that he sets the monster that he got off charge. He added Raikou, right? Oh, he is going to do that. But that's not even... Sork doesn't really play around that. Caius, one time? Ugh, unlucky. I think the play here is to hope that he's going to bring back the red med and we'll game him with brain control. So we'll just set up some defense here. And I think he'll probably Raikou, flip, pop something, and then bring back a red med in the end phase, and that's going to be our win condition here. So let's play this. Interesting. A Vortex Trooper? So he's like, that's a debris target. Yeah, this is just a nice trap dragon deck. A pretty underrated deck at that. Not like super strong S tier, but red med's very good, but I'm just praying that Avarice. That's probably gonna draw him into some traps that will probably nullify my attempt to cheese this guy out of a win. It's weird because like Avarice, it makes sense with the Raikous and stuff, but like that seems like such a mid-Avarice to put back all those dragons, but I think it's gonna be worth it here to potentially draw him some defense because he is kind of low. Interesting. Damn, that was my win con. So he's not prioritizing his red med. He's prioritizing his life, which makes a lot of sense. Caius. Oh my goodness. I think our win condition is gonna be brain control on the 5-head now. So we will set this and just pass the turn. This guy does not remember his future fusion at all. And again, we're just praying for some cheese here, praying for no back row. Interesting. The Breed Dragon, get Raikou, make a second. Or actually, yeah, he put it back, so he has the Iron Chain Dragon. We can go for a Unifrog here, which can insulate us from a back row being set. Presumably, hopefully it's not Mirror Force that he has. But yeah, this is our turn here. We're just going to bring back our Treeborn and then show our brain control for game. Classic brain for game. Yeah. Okay, so dragons. Dragons can play deck dev. I feel like bottomless can be good, but we're going second, so I'm not necessarily that fond of that. This might be good as well. I don't know if Vanities is good against dragons. It's sort of tough to say if this is good. I think the Crows will actually be good given that he's on Avarice and it's good against red, what's that card called? Red Eyes Wyvern. Usually I don't like Crow against dragons, to be honest, but I feel like it might be decent. And I feel like Froggy Force Field gets a little worse when we know that he's playing Prime Material Dragon. Maybe we can go down on, one Doomsday. It's kind of hard to know what to take out. Maybe a Water Art or two because we're going second. Yeah, I don't know. Mirror Torrential just seems a little too strong to be trying to take out in general. Maybe we don't need the Breaker. Just see if the Crows plus Dust Tornado are enough. This hand looks decent enough. The Threatening Roar is a card that I'm not too sure if it actually has a place in these accumulated decks because it feels weird to like fire it off just for the sake of getting your chains off. What did he mill? Okay, 3 monsters. Start off with our boy. Attack the Card Trooper. Hopefully this goes through. Main phase 2. We'll bounce this to our hand. And I mean, Future Fusion's scary, so I do think we want to get our back row down. Yeah, let's get it all down. It is, and I don't even feel like I should do this with Caius in my hand and the Treeborn there. Feels kind of wrong, but if he goes Future Fusion and I didn't set the Raigeki break, I feel like I'd be kind of sick. But maybe I should just set it all, just the Raigeki break. I'm not too sure. I think maybe just the Raigeki break is the play, to be honest, actually. Red Eyes Wyvern. Okay. Yeah, because now we're going to be in this awkward situation where we have like all these back row set and we can't get access to our Treeborn, so just showing like the natural dis-synergy with... Ugh, man, that's so tough. Damn. All right, let's just show our hand. I don't know what to do. I think we potentially screwed up there. I'm surprised he didn't dust shoot like right away on turn 1. See, because like now we can't in good conscience set our set our dust tornado, and if he just starts beating us our faces in, it's gonna be super freaking rough here, but we're gonna take a risk and just pass like this. I'm hoping he does something that we can start chaining things to. Okay, that's something. So we'll go this, chain this on you, chain this, and we'll draw 2. And the crows are going to come in handy here because the wyvern target banishes for cost and then targets the red med. And so we can then crow the red med. That's a ruling I didn't know when I was newer to Edison, is if the wyvern like works like that, but it does work like that. Vortex Trooper, non-threat. I can run that over with Treeborn. Interesting that... I don't even think it's worth running it over with Treeborn is the thing, though. He gives him a draw and gives him the debris target engrave. I mean, he already has the debris target engrave, so... Ugh. This feels so weird. Let's try dealing with it. I don't know. I feel like maybe the answer is to not, but our only efficient way to out this is with a without running it over is a Caius, and I don't necessarily think that it's like good to just rely on drawing our one Caius here. Again, we're in this awkward situation where it's like I am gonna set the dust to just play around the dreaded future fusion that is an auto loss for us. He just drew like 2 cards, 1 for turn, 1 from the Vortex Trooper, and maybe he has back row. Oh, there's the future fusion. So we were 1 card away, and we do have double crow here, which should be solid. I'm hoping he sets a back row that we can. Let's see. Let's definitely crow that. $900. Set back row, please. Wow. Okay. Legacy. Terrible. Draw. Okay. Not good, but not that bad, I guess. I don't know. Pretty bad. Let's go for it here. I don't think we need Unifrog in our deck anymore, given we have a Dust set and Heavy Storm, and he's setting nothing. Let's just get these things off the field. Let's set another draw trap and pass. He knows. Dupe Frog. Okay. I think we can afford to be a little patient here. I can't think of what, besides like a junk synchron, we would want to draw off the legacy here. And we maybe want to keep it in play for a potential... Yep. The good thing here is I don't even think a Black Rose is that detrimental to us here. He goes Chainlink 1, Rose. We'll go Chainlink 2, Yada. We get our draw. And then these all die. And we'll get our Dupe Frog effect. And I think we want... I think we want... the Uni, just maybe for the utility. I'm not sure. I mean, this guy's saying he can't get value, but he's up 6-3, so I don't think he's down that bad or anything. Okay. I mean, he knows I just added Unifrog, which is kind of curious. Interesting. Does he have two? Okay, well, honestly, now we're not that far off in card advantage, and it is a little tough, I guess, that I don't have Treeborn the rest of the game, but I do have this Uni plus dupe combo. Hopefully he doesn't have like a big dragon to out this. If he just rams something into this, I can go dupe Uni, hit the back row. Oh. Alright, well that's probably a game. Yep, return is going to go off. Oh my god. I guess I'll just see what he does, but okay, wait, really? 3 darks? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get our broken going first cards back in the deck. And Crow is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Crow is pretty solid. I mean, he did have back row, I just didn't really see it that often. Dark Dust. Does Dark Dust seem good to get rid of these like crazy dragon boards? Maybe. Bottomless is kind of solid against this deck. Maybe we try... I don't know. It just feels like the only downside of this deck right now is like we feel a little like threat light as far as the amount of threats that we actually run. 1, 2, 3. Need one more. I don't think we need the heavy. Screw it. Okay, not bad. Let's get our Treeborn. Hope for no Crow. Bounces to hand. Set our draw trap. Pass it back. Are we going to finally get to Caius this guy? I think he's dust shooted us both games. Gold Sark, Future Fusion. Pray we draw our Dust Tornado, Raigeki Break. MST something. Okay. I am realizing, I just thought of it right now, that I'm not running Gores, which is a total troll oversight of this deck. Even though it runs all the traps, the fact that they're all chainable just seems kind of troll not to run that. Standby phase. Let's get our draw trap going. Let's get our Treeborn Frog declaring. Oh shit. Oh my god, 3 out of 3 games, man. This is crazy stuff. This is crazy work. Probably gonna take the Caius. It's actually moderately annoying that we keep getting dust shooted every single game. Whenever I have the like temptation to type something BM, just have to refrain. Huge donk here. Honestly, if he takes the sub, like that's probably not even that bad, low-key. Try to think. If he takes the Caius, there's a few plays. You can go Subsitoad, just go Duplock, which might be the best play because it gives us a chance to... Okay, so he's going to take the sub. So there's a few things. We can go pitch special, junk, get like a Goyo. We can Caius this thing and try to get 24. Goyo puts on the fastest potential damage clock. Because it would be 1,000, then 18 plus... And 18 plus 28. I think it's always just going to be Caius. And if we happen to get Gorst here, it just is what it is. And we shall not set our bottomless yet. If this turn consists of Raikou Pass, we probably just win here. Potentially? Back row 2. Ooh. Let's just bring it back. So let's think for a second here. If we go Goyo, or sorry, if we go MST, pitch special, bounce the Caius, tribute. Ooh, we can also just save the MST, potentially. This is actually tough. Big think here, because I'm thinking we can either go pitch special, bounce the Caius, tribute the Caius, target the set, attack, set the MST, or we can go pitch special. Wait, so is Brio plus swap plus Caius, is that game? It would be 24 plus 23 plus 10 is 57. He is, that would be game. Yeah, okay, let's just go for game. Took me a minute to see this because I wanted to, my inclination was to save the MST for the Future Fusion, but assuming this isn't chainable, wow, if this is, I guess he's thinking about using this. Okay, yeah. So we'll go to grave, special effect to dump something, probably just their second tree board since we know he runs crows. Then go summon, effect, special. See if he has crow. Okay, yeah, no crow. Rio, and this is 100 over game. GG, man. Okay. Let's just double check, see if we messed up anywhere. This was an awkward hand. We got dust shooted all 3 games. So crazy. I think it was right to just force out the usage of all of our traps here to get a new hand. It does draw us the swap frog, which is nice. And then it gets us this cool play where we can out his whole board, prevent red med from being like a problem, I guess. And then it also sets up the water art for us to rip the Sork out of his hand. But then it just becomes awkward because we don't want to even attack over to make his Avarice live. We have no way to do damage, so we just pass. But then obviously he just attacks us. It's like, okay, he Avarices and he actually draws pretty well. But in retrospect, he should have just added Future Fusion and then used that and then played Avarice. So this is actually a pretty big misplay from the opponent, not adding his Future Fusion. Probably a game-changing misplay. I totally forgot. I'm the one who reminds him about to add his Future Fusion. And do we lose this? I can't even remember. Oh no, we win with brain control. Okay, we know where this is going. I eventually win with brain control. In this game, we just run this Moe over. I think we just get kind of cooked here. Dust shoot again, which he held mysteriously, strangely. I think we probably made an inaccuracy setting all of our back row, to be honest. That first turn, that felt a little strange to do in the moment, and I think it was probably a mistake. Oh yeah, this is the game he dad returns us. It's pretty good. He has double crow, I have double crow. We crash. Yeah, this is just awkward awkward draws. It's crazy he doesn't have any traps in his, like... I mean, I thought he was playing like a trap dragon deck. Maybe he didn't draw any of them, or I just miscalculated. So let's see. He has the return, and so yeah, that's actually gonna be huge that he protected his return from my uni that I added back. And then this is just gonna win him the game here. Mills his third dark and his plague for good measure. This game, we get our boy again. And we get dust shooted for the third time in a row. I don't actually necessarily think this guy made a misplay by taking the sub, because like looking at his hand, like he can't deal with a dupe block at all. But it does put him under like a damage clock that maybe he should have respected a little bit more. Like maybe you just take the Caius, but even if I go Junk Synchron, I'm still gonna put him on a damage clock. So I don't necessarily think he made the wrong play, but I did just have this kind of game OTK play here, which probably took me way too long to find, to be honest. It's just a classic Brionic play, but gets the job done nonetheless. Let's look back at the deck real quick, and I realize we should definitely have Gores in here. I feel like Gores is just way too good. I think I took this deck from the skeleton of the Limit Reverse deck, which didn't have it. We can just try 1 Fires of Doomsday instead of 3. I do want to draw that Froggy Mirror Force, so I'm going to keep that in. All right, let's get it. This guy has a ton of games under his belt. We do get to go first, though, which is nice. Some 41 action. Unfortunate here that we're going to have to do... This is actually very peculiar. I have a vision. I have a vision here. And you guys are just gonna have to trust me. I'm going to wait till it's my turn to potentially do a play where I can go swap effect, then chain all my cards. We will see how this works out. It's probably incorrect because my instinct wants me to end phase Raigeki break here, but we're gonna go against our better judgment. And we are going to start off with, let's see, if I go, swap effect, thumbs up, or if I go sub effect, but then I'm gonna have to water out my own damn monster. All right, let's start with this. Okay. So we will go with swap, effect, send this. We will go effect, bounce this to hand, extra normal summon, effect, tribute, and I think we're gonna try to bait out something here. Wow. So even, odd, go even. Interesting. So I guess we are just passing here. I was not expecting that to all go through. I was thinking he was gonna chain something. So he's gonna go Raikou, pop the dupe. On the Raikou, pop the dupe. Let's go Do I want to chain this here? I don't know. To anything? Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Chain link 3. Chain link 4. Okay. Now we're gonna get to draw our 2 cards, and now he gets to show us our hand. Okay, so it's going to be Plague, Sirocco, Raiko, and Caius. And I think Caius, the most problematic thing there. Making go tribute Sirocco is probably the best case scenario, and we don't want the Sirocco just going straight to the grave for free. So let's rip the Caius to grave. To grave. Bro, you just shuffled your deck. Caius to grave. Interesting. This guy's on Mind Crush in the main. Also interesting that he set return and deck death turn 1 when they were both dead. So strange from the opponent here. Perfect top deck right off the top. We know the last 2 cards in this hand are Sirocco, are Plague and Raiko. So we can just get aggressive here. And no use in setting our back row when we know the last card is Raiko. He's probably just gonna go Raiko set. So we can just do some things next turn with swap, bouncing our Caius, attacking to just trade with the Raiko, which is probably gonna be the best play because I don't really want to just not attack. So let's go for that, I guess. Go for this. I don't think we have anything left in deck. Damn. Bad mills from our opponent. Unlucky for him. And again, we can just set the draw trap. No need to commit to lock our Treeborn yet. If we're lucky, he might get cute and like summon the Plague, attack this. Oh, we just drew Grepper. But, you know, some people like to get cute, summon Plague, attack, because they'll think it's a Raigeki break. You don't want to like waste a Raigeki break on that monster. And then you just have a draw trap and you just own them. Froggy Force Field. Our opponent does have 3 darks, which is not the best situation to be in. I think we will just set the Torrential to play around Dark Armed here. Yeah. And lo and behold, he has the Dark Armed. Standby. We'll put up a jump blocker. We'll set our Yada. And honestly, is there a downside at this point to setting Froggy Mirror Force? No. F it. Froggy Mirror Force. Or Froggy Force Field is what this is called. Just has Mirror Force's effect. We just need, what do we even need here? God, actually that is like the only thing that I can think of that would be annoying here. Wow, that is terrible. We actually do need to fire the Froggy Force Field or it's literally gonna be stuck in our back row. Which is just terrible because it's like he has plays with that. He's probably thinking this guy's terrible, which I am for doing that. That was pretty awful. Standby main. Let's just throw down 3 face downs. And let's start imposing this clock. We drew Caius, so we get to go for game. Huzzah. GG? Okay, so we're up against Vayu Turbo. Vayu Turbo. I think that this is going to be good enough. All of that shenanigans. Gores is really good. Junk can come out. Fires of Doomsday can probably come out since it gets hit. This can come out. Like a dupe can maybe come out. A swap can maybe come out. Maybe this, or maybe a water art actually. And we could try Solex in over another water art going second, perhaps. Cool, we have a crow. We just need a frog to pair with our Kaios. Phosphodina. Okay, breaker, please. But oh my god, 5 back row. Standby. Main. I mean, honestly, I'm feeling Brain Kaiasi, but maybe we can wait 1 turn. Maybe he'll be too scared to attack. Okay, you hit a draw trap. And now he's like, oh no, I missed the D prison. Okay, never mind. He's not scared at all. Is that a monster? No. Okay. Now we're at Brain Kai's time. Because I'm not trying to just be getting hit for 12 each turn. So hopefully he doesn't have Book of Moon. Let's go in, because I assume that our attack is going to get stopped. And let's tribute some for Caius. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Wow, what a good hit. Okay. Let's set our MST, pass the turn. Sub. That's not that bad, actually. So we're gonna MST that to negate it, to get out our swap frog effect, send this. And then we can just set... Water Art's not even gonna be good here though, man. I think we just attack, trying to trade with a Raikou. Ooh, okay. Fair enough. Jared the Deep Prison is equally as good in my book. Standby, we get Treeborn. Main, let's go for sub one more time. What the fuck, man? Are you kidding? He drew that off the top, just like I drew the sub off the top. Yep. Goddamn. And of course we drew Raigeki Break right off the top as well. Oh, man. Okay, at least we have Water Art. So let's see. He drew... Okay. I'm gonna go for Water Art here. I think probably could wait, but yeah, let's just get the Dark Armed out of here. I was kind of thinking it's like if he dropped Greffer or something, that would be problematic on me. We maybe did it a little too early. Let's drop this. I think it's a little too early to be committing anything yet. We really need... We need like one more card to be committing something. Heavy is good. Heavy is good, but too early again. We need one. We need just a little bit more. This guy is a madman. Like, is this last card Judgment and he just didn't Judgment anything we did? Like, he just set 5? Okay, that's heavy. This guy is a madman. Okay, I think this is probably Vayu. So let's Caius. Okay, what did he have? I think I was going to Caius the middle monster, attack over what I presume to be the Vayu on the left. Let's double check. So respectfully, JK for whatever, like setting, I think setting these back row is super troll here. Maybe not the deck dev, because you can go for like a Sirocco play next turn, but setting your return here is like omega troll. I miss it, but I think I pop it later with the Raigeki Break, and it's just like, why are you setting this turn 1 with no setup? Super weird. Obviously, I get really, really lucky here. I think I top deck Caius, yeah. So, I mean, easy game. Easy game. And again, just like Water Art, hand knowledge. We know it's Raikou. We know we can do this like favorable trade here. Just super good. Here I get hard punished by setting the Froggy Force Field in a little bit, because my rationale okay, so yeah, so he drops the Dark Arm, I drop the Torrential. I was like, yeah, I can't get punished, but if he just summons Vayu, if I don't flip this here, and he runs this over, I'm just gonna have a trapped Froggy Force Field here for the rest of the game, because I've already gotten rid of all the frogs in my deck. So I literally have to friggin' Mirror Force this Vayu with a Sirocco Engrave. It's just so stupid to set that. Yeah. And we just Kai's for game. And let's see, what did he... Like, also, just this guy with his back row, dude. This guy is a freaking Chad, man. Just setting 5 like that. He did have Brain Caius, so we sacked him a little bit, but I don't know. He had, like, Dino. I mean, oppression's not even that good against this deck, to be quite frank. This is really good. I mean, that, honestly, the future one getting oppression didn't even matter that much, because, like, that getting through meant we had Treeborn for the rest of the game. Obviously, we get owned here from the top deck oppression, and we do go for the water art here. Get the dod. Burial. Yep, he finally gets punished, and I was going to banish the plague, attack over the Vayu. I had double crow for the Vayus in the future. I had plenty of follow-up, so Vayu player got cooked, man. What can I say? So yeah, I mean that's the deck, the evolution of this deck. I'm not sure if it's better or worse yet than the one I played on Jank Tank that ran Limit Reverses. I think Limit Reverse is pretty good. And I kind of miss the draw power that one card, what's that card called? Magic Planner added. Yeah, Magic Planner is pretty cool in this deck, but replacing it with like water arts, you saw how powerful that was. Everybody knows this card's good by now. Raigeki Bricks for more like real removal. The Froggy Force didn't really do anything, but obviously, yeah, the junk did some stuff. It made us go for game once. So maybe this is the direction of this weird frog deck that people will probably never play other than me. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for it, or if you have any ideas for frog decks that we should test out next. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.